Hey chickies, okay, today we are doing a rainbow gradient with some other stuff over the top. I really hope you like it. Let's get into it. So for the gradient, I'm starting off with a white base. Of course, I'm using OPI's Alpine Snow as it is my favorite white polish. I've painted 2 thin coats and now I'm doing the cleanup. For those that love watching me do cleanup, here you go. Now, I just wanted to mention the fact that what I said about these whispering channels the other day, I wasn't saying they were a bad thing or anything like that. And whatever gets you through your day, then by all means, use that because that's perfect. I just had never seen them before and I was a little bit, oh my gosh. But anyway, it's not a big deal. And I certainly wasn't casting aspersions on people who create those channels, neither people who listen to them. So the next step, and this is the step I pretty much do every single time, I add a coat of Seche Vite over my white base. Now to protect the skin around my nails whilst I'm doing the gradient today, I'm going to be using Flawless Finish by Mitty again. I didn't put it on camera because I did such a terrible job of that last time. I figured why, push it. Also, I wanted to clear something up. It is $9.95 for 30 of these things. So you get 3 packets that have 10 in each, so 30. So just wanted to make sure that everybody knows that that's what it is, because I completely stuffed that up last time. And they, just remember that this is a latex-free option, which is really good for people who are allergic to latex. Now for the gradient, I'm going to be using all creams. They're lovely little pastel creams from iScream Nails. I'm not going to read out the names because 1, you can see them, and 2, I'll list them all in the description box down below as per usual. But I also wanted to tell you something really cool. iScream Nails are now being stocked at Live Love Polish in the US. They do international shipping, so you can get them if you're in Canada, you can get them if you're in Brazil, you can get them if you're in the UK. Now, something that I would suggest that you do, if you're in a country other than the US or Canada, I would suggest that you get together with a couple of your friends and you all choose your colours and then you have them shipped all at once. Simply because Live Love Polish have a really good free shipping deal on any order over $149. Now I know that seems like a lot of money, but if 5 or 6 of you girls get together and order your iScream nail polishes and whatever else you want from Live Love Polish, then you can get free shipping and you're just paying for the polish itself. So have a think about that. If it really means a lot to you to get iScream nails, then you'll find a way. I used to do that a lot. I used to find ways to get the polish that I wanted. So yeah, it's such good news. I'm really pleased for them that they're now stocking in places other than Australia, and I don't feel so bad about using them in front of you. So you've seen me do a gradient on numerous occasions. I'm using a latex-free sponge as per usual. Also, I have dampened the sponge or pre-dampened it with some warm water before using it to do the gradient. I don't know if it makes a difference if the water is warm or cold. I just don't want to put my hands in cold water, so I always use warm water. But isn't this turning out dreamy? It could literally just be, just ignore the little fibers from my, when I did this I was wearing a dark jumper and I got lots of little fibers on my nail, on this one in particular. So annoying, but it's not going to be a problem because we're going to be doing something over this gradient. I would have definitely been tempted to not do anything over it if that hadn't have happened, because the gradient itself just turned out, so yum. Now I'm going to go ahead and repeat the exact same process over all of my nails, which again is a very unusual thing for me to do a gradient on all 4 of my nails, but I'm definitely doing it with this one because I love these colours and these polishes. They blend so well. Now after the gradient was complete and I did my cleanup, I went ahead and added a coat of Seche Vite over all of these gorgeous gradient nails, and as you can see from this shot, it's just divine. I probably could have gotten away with it even though I had those little fibres from my stupid dark blue jumper. I'll never wear that again while I'm doing nail art, never. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to be using these nail vinyls, which I got from Ponchi Nail. Again, details will be in the description box down below. This is a new nail vinyl company. I have never used any of theirs before, but so far I'm pretty happy with the results of their product. I mean, nail vinyls are nail vinyls. I don't think you can find a bad one. I don't think there are bad ones. I'm not sure. I've never come across any bad ones. The only time I've ever a problem is when I've done something stupid and wrecked it myself. So, mm. Okay, so when it comes time to putting it on your nail, again, don't forget to put that good quality top coat over your nail before placing the nail vinyl. Wait at least 5 minutes before placing it or you will regret it, I promise you that. Now, with nail vinyls like this where they have a proper border around them, in order to make sure that it sits on your nail nice and flush, you need to cut around the edges or you will have lifting. Like you've seen me do this 100 times and I still have a problem, but it's not their problem, it's my problem. I guarantee you. I don't know what it is that I do to ruin stuff, but I don't know. Just, it comes so naturally to me. The black polish I'm going to be using is Memento Mori from Cirque Colors because we know that that's going to be a one coater and I won't have to do much with it. To get this black on this nail, I'm using the polish brush, but you could most certainly use a sponge and I probably would recommend it. You're less likely to have a problem with bleeding if you use the sponge. I was kicking myself at the end. Although I didn't do a terrible job, I really was kicking myself. I should have just used the sponge and it would have worked probably more perfectly than it did. Because as you can see, I've got a little bit of bleeding and some even though I took the vinyl off straight away, I've even got some little bits of, scraggly bits around the edges. So it's not a really crisp, clean image. And that's completely my fault because I should have used the sponge. Or I should have used my silicone mat from Bliss because then this wouldn't have happened and that wouldn't have happened and I would have gotten a much better image. So that's what I'm going to try now. I'm just going to paint the polish on. Then once you've done that, you can take your stamping scraper or a credit card or something flat and you can scrape that over the nail vinyl. And then, this is really important. Take the nail vinyl off straight away, immediately. Do not wait. Now, as you can see, the first one isn't perfect, but this second one, I guarantee you, is absolutely and utterly perfect. I don't know why I went through exactly the same process with both of them, but the second one didn't bleed at all, and I have no idea why. Like, literally none. So then I decided to do a third one just to see if I could get it right 2 times in a row. And yes, the third one worked perfectly as well. So I think with the first one, I may have applied too much pressure with my scraper thingy. That's possible. So once the ones on the mat were completely dry, I went ahead and top coated them using my favorite top coat for this is Picture Polish's Looking Glass. So once the Looking Glass top coat was completely dry, I could then peel off what I've now created a decal to go over my nail. Now before placing your decal on your nail, I recommend that you cut it as much to size as you can and then use another top coat over your nail to provide you with a sticky surface to stick it down on. Stick it. Oh gosh. Anyway, you know what I mean. As you can see, even though I cut it down, I still have to cut it down a little bit more. And then I'm going to be using some non-acetone remover, the remover I always use, and my Royal Majestic brush to clean around the edges. I'm still cutting down a little bit, as much as you can. Get it as close as possible to your nail before you try and clean any of it up or any of the excess up with your acetone or non-acetone remover, and you'll find that it'll be much easier if you do it that way. As you can see, I do have some creases. I don't know why that always happens to me. Maybe it's just something that I'm destined to deal with for the rest of my life. But doesn't matter. It's not a big deal, and I'm going to be putting something over the top of this to hide all of that anyway. So as a distraction, I'm going to be using I&M Nails Northern Lights Silver Hollow Top Coat to distract people from the creases in my nail. They're not that bad, so it's not that big of a deal. And I do usually add a coat of Seche Vite over the top of that once it's dried. But my nail doesn't end up too thick. So yeah, it's not a big problem at all. And that's it for this one. I really hope you like it. I hope you are able to get your own iScream nails polishes very soon. I'm so excited that I don't have to feel bad about using them in front of you anymore. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye, chickies. Oh, and thank you for subscribing, and thanks for that delicious thumbs up. Bye.